actually I arrived 2 weeks ago, and actually from UK, not from Indonesia. I wish I would arrive from Indonesia. Okay, nice to meet you all. My name is Cinta, and today I'm going to tell you a story about my journey on how I found an idea of a social business that is, in one hand, mission to preserve our cultural heritage in Indonesia, but also, in the other hand, I want to help create a sustainable livelihood for young people. So it started all when I wanted to write was looking for a topic for my master thesis. I really wanted to write something about Indonesia. Indonesia with 250 million people, and we have such a rich culture, from architecture, music, language. We have thousands of language, and I just wanted to write something about that because I thought this is like a really huge potential that I can bring. So I decided to write something about batik. Batik is a handcraft, very traditional, used in the old time to show as a symbol of status for people, and now it's also used for like traditional ceremonies like wedding. It turned out to be very an amazing experience for me. For this thesis, I went back to Indonesia for 3 months. I was studying in Germany at that time. And I visited rural areas, I visited communities, I interviewed a lot of people, and it turned out to be such an eye-opener, even for me, as I even come from Indonesia. So batik in 2009 was inscripted as a UNESCO cultural heritage, intangible, and the practice is using wax, and then you put it, you draw it on cloth. And it's very traditional, so this is what I saw when I visited all these rural communities. It's done using very simple tools, and then after you put the wax, and then you kind of like wash the cloth to make the color go away. Well, you color it before, and then you dry it. And I also found out something very devastating because the practice turned out to be very environmentally polluting. Like as you can see here. The colors of the river is very polluted by all the dye that is used in the making in the batik process. I also found out that a lot of young people today in Indonesia are not so much interested into culture anymore. It becomes very diminishing, and a lot of people right now are more into Korean pop or American culture rather than following really our traditional culture. Well, it's very sad. I also realized that in order to unleash its potential and bring it to an international audience, I also have to adjust. It's also important to adjust the taste of a batik. So a batik is very traditional. It's a very traditional cloth, and I don't think it really. I mean, from my experiences, I don't think it really suits to an international audience. So I made further research on batik and also realized that it's a very collective practice. I mean, Indonesia in general are a very collective community, but also this practice in batik is usually done as a whole community. So I went to this one community in Yogyakarta, in Java. It's one of our main islands. And it was very inspiring to me because there I realized that actually the young people are enthusiastic about culture. And one of the main reasons is because they are following a one-year curriculum program that was very tailored to make them still enthusiastic and to teach them about entrepreneurship in general. So this is where my social business started and how I got inspired to do this social business. Because I then realized, I can actually do something with my experiences from abroad. I can also then combine it with unleashing the potential that Indonesia has. I was working with a community designer in Glasgow, where I was living the past 6 months. Her name is Chrissy, and she helped me to create our initial design for a first project, our initial project. And these are the 4 characters that she made. And I went back to Indonesia in August. I met again with the community, and I gave them this design and told them, hey, come on, let's try something new. Let's try a modern, a kind of like out-of-the-box design and try to create new products. And this is the photo of the community that I met. So in the end, the social business idea is actually that I want to bring and create like an online platform where then there's like artists and designers that are connected with consumers, and all this is then will then be connected to the community who will then produce the batik. And this is the whole process, how they did the batik from Chris's design. It's very interesting. I think it's also, if you see here, it's also very done still in handmade. They don't have any idea about how to do a clean production, or so. This is, for me, it's a whole process to work together with them even. So the idea is, as I said before, the idea is that the profit will then go back to the community. So this profit will then be used for the community to create like a curriculum, this one-year curriculum, as I've learned from them before, where they will then inherit all this kind of values, including sustainability and also learning about preserving culture and also maintaining good environment. So this is the result. I was very proud when I received them a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's not perfect, I would say, but I'm really proud because it's actually happening. And this is also, we tried also different products, because usually batik is in a cloth, but now they also create like new other products like photo albums and also notebooks and iPad cases. It's far from perfect, but this is still our first initial project, so I think we will still improve in the future. So thank you very much for your attention. I would also like to thank Reni and Tammy, who've been working with me together in this project. And I would like to say that Reni is a very inspirational lady to me, because she also has a kid with cerebral palsy at home, but she's still working to help this community. So I guess this is also one of the reasons why everyone who's working in this project has become very passionate. I also welcome everyone who wants to contribute and also to talk to me after this. Also stay in touch, because I'm going to be here in Aalborg for a while. So but thank you very much for your attention.